Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Now Goff. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he's got room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. They go with White up. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain.
God damn. God damn.
You can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
They keep it on the ground. Right again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Mayfield down. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
Don't hit me now. You don't hit me enough.
First he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here's White. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect.
Oh, shit.
Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
$1 million baby.
In motion left, Godwin. They'll get it forward to him on the touchdown.
Oh my gosh,
well
bro.
read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal.
Oh.
And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring that point down here.
And his kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Motion man left, Peoples-Jones. To throw is gone. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The drive starts with a run by White, and he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. That one out wide and intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that. things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Gibbs straight ahead. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Goff. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. And this one is right down the middle. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
We did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with him. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the 1st down.
First down, here's White. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Goff. Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Out of the gun. Goff. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Goff. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And this young man does nothing but continue to ascend to the top of the wide receiver charts. Very similar to his team. Last year alone, he finished in the top 5 in catches, yards, and touchdowns, tied for second in the league with 119 total grabs. Not bad for a former fourth-round pick. And he and his Lions continue to take aim at the rest of the league.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Goff now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice win for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Mayfield looks to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fighting his way through contact. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So, well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans, 49 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
This is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
Throwing again is gone. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it 24-13. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that good, strong run could serve a little bit as a metaphor because White is someone who took a sizable leap from year 1 to year 2. Essentially doubled his yardage output with over 1,500 yards from scrimmage, and that success appears to have carried over to this season.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Mayfield.
Well, he was good as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are and hopefully they can correct that.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 9. Motion man left, Peoples-Jones. Here's Gong. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toe. And that's going to be a first down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mayfield on play action. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Lions are right back in this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield now. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout ball right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, perception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now gone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Lions on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's gone. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, 27 yards. And the Buccaneers are on their way to a 2-0 start. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's gone. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is gone. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Mayfield off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to get...
Touchdown, Detroit! Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And just shutting him off there. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles.